Hi everybody, my name is Chelsea Ansbach. I am the Communications Manager for the Waterfront Partnership of Baltimore. We are in Baltimore today, right in front of Mr. Trash Wheel. He is a local celebrity around here, gobbling up trash every single day here on the Jones Falls, which is about an 18-mile stream here in Baltimore City that leads to the Patapsco River, into the Chesapeake Bay, and then into the Atlantic Ocean. So it's really important to stop trash in its tracks before it gets to these larger bodies of water. Mr. Trash Wheel came about here in Baltimore City from a man named John Kellett, who was a waterman. He was always on the water. He saw so much trash here. If you came to Baltimore City 10 years ago, you would see lots of plastic water bottles, styrofoam containers, all types of trash and debris in the water. He decided to do something about it. He invented Mr. Trash Wheel. So Mr. Trash Wheel didn't always look like this cute little googly-eyed creatures in the Baltimore Harbor. He actually started to look like a shed. He had a water wheel. He was solar powered and hydro powered, but he wasn't very cute. People didn't really get the concept at first. That is when John Kellett started working with the Waterfront Partnership to work on a better design and also to scale up. The first Mr. Trash Wheel was very small, and it was too small for the amounts of trash we were getting down the Jones Falls. So once we had this cute, adorable Mr. Trash Wheel, what do you do with a googly-eyed creature in the harbor? You give it a Twitter account. So that really got the community very involved in what was happening in the water in Baltimore City. So we pulled them in with these googly eyes, this silliness, this creature in the harbor, and educated them about trash collection and stopping trash before it even gets into the waterway here. So Mr. Trash Wheel, just like the solar butterfly who's visiting today, runs on solar power and hydro power. We're in front of Mr. Trash Wheel right now, but if you were to move to the back, you can see about 30 solar panels that collect sunlight and gives him power. His wheel that you see churning right now is about 15 feet tall, which really amazes people because when you're on shore, he looks kind of small. He doesn't look as big as he actually is. So we have this 15-foot wheel churning in the water, helping power his conveyor belt, which brings up the trash from the water. And then inside his belly, which is actually a big dumpster that can be moved out via boat and a new dumpster put back in. But there's actually 4 other trash wheels here in the city, and we're also international now. There's a trash wheel in Panama City, Panama, and she is collecting so much trash down there. Her name is Wanda, and there's actually some other trash wheels in the work. We're hoping to have some in Texas and in California. So hopefully the family will keep on growing and growing. So we don't see a lot of trash today because we haven't had a lot of rain here in Baltimore, but after a huge rainstorm, we'll see so much trash enter our water, which is horrible for our wildlife, for our animals, and it's just, we don't want to see that in there. So after a really big storm one time, we had about 17 dumpsters full of trash. So that is 17 dumpsters worth of trash that would have inevitably gone out to our ocean, but we stopped it right here in the city before it went out there. These numbers are very, very important because one, Mr. Trash Wheel is inspiring behavior change within the community, but we also want some laws in place to stop trash from getting into our water, to help against climate change. We had one law in Baltimore City, the Styrofoam Ban Act in 2019, and that act came to be because of the trash collected by Mr. Trash Wheel. We actually have volunteers come and sort through his dumpster, which is a really crazy task. Not a lot of people volunteer to go into a dumpster and count the amount of trash, but by doing that, they're giving us data that help put the styrofoam ban here in Baltimore City into act. So those numbers, now when we come out here to the water and we see trash moving through, we see mostly plastic water bottles and not styrofoam. We've had an 83% decrease after that law was put into place. So these things really work. This data is really important, and projects like Mr. Trash Wheel and the Visiting Solar Butterfly are just so important to our Earth, for climate change, for our city of Baltimore. You know, we like to say we like to stop things upstream before they hit the rest of the world here.